Apparently we have to talk in these videos. I'm not a guy who talks a lot. I usually do my thing and yeah, I'm not a big talker. I quit driving about 15 years ago. I used to be like with a team and everything, and I think the reason why I stopped riding, because it wasn't fun anymore. It was team activities, track days, meet days. You know, you gotta get up in the morning and go meet people, wait for people. It became like a job. The reason why I got into motorcycle riding is because I wanted to be free. I wasn't free anymore. It was like a chore. I had to do it. The riding become less about being free and more being part of a team or two teams or three teams. And my motorcycle buying, this what I'm sitting on here is what I like to drive. For example, I probably had like 10 or 12 bikes in my life, and my two favorite bikes of all time were my CB400 Spec3 and my KTM 640 LC SM Super Motard. And because of the track days and because of the team, I began buying some Ninjas, like a 636R. Then we graduated to a ZX10, the bike I hated the most in my life. I couldn't drive it. You see what we're driving today here. What I'm driving here today is all these small windy roads. And with a racing bike, you can't do that. This is where I feel free, actually, when I'm up in the mountains like here. There's no cars. You don't have to worry about the speed limit because you can't go that fast. Because I was buying all these race bikes, I started to be scared of racing motorcycles, of driving motorcycles on the road. It's just going too fast for me. And it became like a sport at a very high level. And I'm not saying that I was good at it, but I'm saying like when you take a curve at 110 kilometers or 60 miles an hour, 65 miles an hour, it's very different than taking a curve at 60 kilometers an hour or like 35 miles an hour. And you know, you have your mindset changes basically when you're going too fast. Instead of enjoying yourself and thinking about nothing and just the next curve, well, when you're going too fast, you're just planning the next curve and planning the next curve and planning the next curve and see how far you can brake in a curve, and it becomes a totally different mind game. And instead of being just free and just going up the mountain and just enjoying the view behind me, it becomes you're pretty much watching like 10 meters to 5 meters in front of you, and you don't see anything. You have tunnel vision because it's going so fast. And I remember watching videos that I was making, and in the video I could see all the surrounding and say, oh, I didn't see that. I don't remember that bridge. I don't remember that. So the experience of the ride was not as fun as well because you didn't see the ride. All you saw was the road in front of you and the bumps and the water on the road. And so basically it just wasn't fun anymore. My wife hated all my bikes, of course, and fair enough, I hated them as well. You know, the crotch rocket, it's just not comfortable. I like to sit straight. So after that, I've decided I had enough of all these racing bikes, and I bought a Vulcan 1600. I thought, you know, Harley style, the wife on the back, and only to find out that I hated that motorcycle. It was a terrible motorcycle. I'm not saying the bike is not good. I said the enjoyment of driving in those little windy roads, it's just not there, right? You're bottoming out in every corner and it becomes dangerous. And also, the wife, you know, she still didn't really like riding motorcycles. So in my mind, I did it for her, but I did it for me because I got scared of going too fast. And after that, I just sold all the bikes and I said I was done with it. So I didn't ride for 15 years. I'm just back to it. So the mentality has changed as to why I'm riding motorcycles now. I'm just here to enjoy myself in the sunshine. This is low maintenance. You know, you change oil every like 3,000 miles and 2,000 miles. And you put gas in it. There's no insane amount of servicing. I know the engine's gonna last forever if I maintain it because it's a Honda. My CB400 was a 2001. I bought it in 2006, 7, and it's still running today. I know the guy who has it. So I'm not worried about that. So it's no disrespect to any other bikes. I just knew Honda better, so I bought a Honda. I looked at the Husky and I looked at the KTM, the Duke 390, and I my KTM is a bike I loved a lot, but the engine, dude, servicing that thing, the pistons, the rings, and it's just, yeah, it's not a Honda. Look at that behind me. That's freedom. I didn't have that before. I was riding way too fast. The mountains here are beautiful. You saw in the video the twisty roads. It's not going fast, but it's so enjoyable. Slow is good for me now. I don't need to go fast anymore.